All right. We could please welcome to the stage from Juniper Networks, Samit Singh. Welcome.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm Samit Singh from Juniper Networks, working on cloud analytics at Juniper. Today, I'm going to talk about AppFormix. AppFormix is now available in the AWS marketplace. It's a next-generation analytics platform. So really, what we're trying to do is enable the intent-driven cloud. Three key things here. The first one being visibility. Using AppFormix, you can now get real-time visibility of your infrastructure running on-prem or in the cloud, all on the same dashboard at the same time. Now, as our workloads are becoming more and more dynamic, and as we enable this real-time telemetry, clearly it's not possible for humans to capture and analyze all of this information. Therefore, AppFormix also automatically delivers the machine learning in real time to convert those, the raw telemetry into insights, which can then be consumed to do better management of your cloud environment. Things like, optimizing for cost, optimizing for performance, whatever it is that you want to achieve, you can all achieve it using the visibility, the machine learning, and the automation that's available in AppFormix. So what's really the baseline here is that using this single platform, you can capture metrics, telemetry from your infrastructure, your traditional physical infrastructure, your routers, switches, your compute hardware, your servers, any kind of software-defined stack that you use to enable your cloud infrastructure, whether it be on-prem like VMware, OpenStack, Kubernetes, or your public cloud infrastructure that's running in Amazon, including your applications that you deliver using those instances that are running in the public cloud. Telemetry from all these layers of the stack flows into AppFormix, and then within AppFormix, there's the real-time machine learning, the predictive analysis that's constantly informing you what's operational, what's the operational state of each component of the infrastructure at each layer of the stack. And then using that information, you can create policies to optimize the usage of your infrastructure and your application. In the long term, this same information can be summarized and consumed for things like capacity planning and proactive maintenance. We can analyze the failure patterns to predict for you what, anticipate the failures in the future. Now, the other key thing about AppFormix is that it presents to you a role-based experience. So the infrastructure that's running, that's being monitored by AppFormix, all of the telemetry, the insights, the workflows, they are available to your users, the infrastructure operator, as well as the developer, all in the same dashboard, same platform. Each user can run their own analysis, and then based on that analysis, you can run the automation. This is really key for all modern environments. The other thing that AppFormix does really well is give you the ability to consume this insight from your infrastructure directly in your management stacks. For example, if you were running Kubernetes on top of your Amazon infrastructure to orchestrate your applications, then Amazon can directly feed back into Kubernetes the current running state of the infrastructure to enable Kubernetes to do better workload scheduling on the infrastructure. The same experience across public, private, across both the management stacks. Now, just a quick look under the hood. So with AppFormix, with the AppFormix AMI on the marketplace, what you get is an image that spins up the AppFormix controller. And this controller has included within it an agent that can capture metrics from your instances using the CloudWatch REST API. Additionally, if you want deep visibility into into the operational state of an instance and the running state of the application and the containers, then you can even install the AppFormix agents within those instances. This controller exposes an open API interface using which you can configure all of your policies. There's also a dashboard that's available that's built on top of that open API. And then the policies essentially take what your intent is, convert it into rules, push it out to these agents that capture the telemetry, run the analysis, and provide you with the insight. Then the controller can correlate all this information that's coming available from your clusters, your agents, your instances, convert it into events, and feed it into any ITSM system. Anything like ServiceNow or PagerDuty, or run a number of automation steps for you, presented in a workflow to take care of whatever situation that is arising. Besides AppFormix, at Juniper, what we have also available in the AWS marketplace is our virtual SRX, which provides you the next generation firewall, router and firewall integrated into a single product. And with the combination of the two, now what you can achieve is essentially a single environment that's secured by the virtual SRX, and then managed by AppFormix for giving you the scale to automatically scale up additional instances of the virtual SRX. Now, the key thing about AppFormix, about the way we have productized and made this available on the AWS marketplace, is that it will run completely within your VPC. All of your data will be retained within your VPC. There will be no data sent to any SaaS service. And then as you spin up the AMI, it's going to automatically discover all of your workloads, the instances, all the services that you're using, and additionally, if you're running any orchestration system on top, the properties of the orchestration system as well, all of it automatically, and create that view for you in AppFormix instantly. Let me next jump to some demonstrations. So what you can see here is essentially the main dashboard, where you have available to you a real-time operational state of all of your clusters. These can be running on-prem or in the cloud, and they could be running one or more stacks for your cloud. For example, VMware, Kubernetes, or just a public cloud on Amazon. Next here, what you can see is the running state of your cloud on-prem, which is, in this case, it's a VMware-based cloud, and then also the running state of your virtual private cloud in Amazon. Now, the key thing here is that beyond, as I was saying, beyond just telemetry, AppFormix is also running in real-time analysis on all of the metrics to highlight for you the current operational state of the different pieces of your infrastructure, all of the objects that exist in your infrastructure. And then right here that I can see that in this environment, everything is running in good state. If you want to get a drill down, you can click there and get a snapshot view of each resource. Now here is just the view of my virtual private cloud. And again, the analysis is being run in the background, and it's telling me that there's several instances in good state, a few are in bad, and some are at risk. Now, these profiles are completely configurable. Any user who has role-based access to the platform can log in and specify their profiles, and this dashboard is centered around what the SLA that's been established. And to establish those SLAs, what AppFormix enables you to do is essentially use the metrics from all layers of the stack, whether they be at the physical layer, the virtual layer, the app layer, and again, metrics both captured using CloudWatch or captured using the agent that's running within the virtual machine in CloudWatch. So right here, I have the topology for this particular VPC, and you can see how it connects from on-prem to the public cloud using, the vSRX that's running on Amazon, and then how the instances connect up to it. To get deeper visibility, I can, of course, drill down, navigate into the particular instance. In this case, now I can look at metrics from the vSRX that's running within this instance, and then I can also jump to the instance and see the operational state of the instance that it's running in. Both are available in AppFormix. Now let me quickly show you how to set up an alarm. So we have two types of alarms in AppFormix. Either you can specify the alarm using some kind of static thresholding if you're aware of what to expect, or you can use one of the dynamic thresholding algorithms available in AppFormix, one of the most popular ones being a k-means algorithm. As an example here, I've had the k-means algorithm running on my cluster for some time, and it's baselined the performance of CPU across several of these instances. And you can see that over a period of 1 month that the usage pattern is quite dynamic, but we very accurately captured that pattern within AppFormix. So to set up a rule, you can essentially pick the entities and the scope to which the rule you want to apply the rule, and you can pick whether it's going to be static or dynamic. In this case, let me just quickly show you a static rule. And you can either choose to apply this rule to all of the entities in all of the objects in your infrastructure, or scope it to a smaller aggregate. And then, as you can see, we have the metrics available from all of those layers of the stack, whether they be coming from CloudWatch or from the agent, or specific metrics that are captured from the vSRX or a particular application that's running in the cloud. And then, based on this alarm condition hitting, you can choose to send the notifications to one of many services like PagerDuty or ServiceNow, or even your Slack channel, or you can define any number of webhooks within AppFormix to trigger external external scripts and automation to take actions within your environment. So let me jump to an aggregate here. So I have this aggregate. That's essentially within this aggregate, I have virtual machines that are running a web server application. And as you can see, currently the load is fairly low and static. Let me next generate some load in this environment. And you will see that as the load is increasing, in real time we can see the transaction rate go higher, And in this environment, the automation that has been set up is essentially, when the transaction rate peaks on this instance, it's going to automatically spin up a second instance, include that within the aggregate, distribute the load between those instances, and automatically configure the ELB, the SRX within the path to ensure that all of the policies are being met. So right here we see the transition happening, and then the new instance came up, and now the load is starting to distribute between the two instances that are running this application. And all of the automation took care of all of the networking, all of the setup, and all of that in the background automatically. So one other use case I'd like to show you with AppFormix is cost optimization. So we can generate these cost optimization reports where automatically we can run the analysis and tell you how you could save dollars on your Amazon account by identifying resources that are underutilized or not utilized appropriately. Thank you.